What's up, guys? It's your boys Wokey, back out with another Chris Watts and Nichol Kessinger video today. This one was sent to me, and it's definitely very puzzling on the title. 2 deaths, 2 locations for Shanann Watts. And then the other one is was Nichol there the morning with Chris Watts. And I want to watch it because I want to actually see if there's anything different that we may have missed. Like, everybody has their own thoughts, everybody has their own opinions. Some line up with others, some don't. But I'd like to see what this person has to say, which is a YouTube channel called Deception Indicated. If you guys would like to go over the channel, link is in the description. Go subscribe, comment, like, and share. And with that being said, let's get into the first video, which is 2 deaths, 2 locations for Shanann Watts. But first, make sure you guys are subscribed by hitting that whiteboard icon down at the bottom right. Hit that bell icon next to it, so when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that I posted that video. Then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, I thank you all so very much for that support. And let's get into the video. Lies, deception, indicated.
4 a.m. That's when my alarm goes off for work, and I'm just get dressed, brush my teeth, everything I do upstairs. Okay. About 4:15. That's when I.
Location of Shanann in statement. At 4:15, Shanann is in bed and alive. Is this the location where she passed? Let's continue to find out. Well, that's where all of us believe that she was. Well, I take that back. So a lot of us think that she was murdered upstairs, and there's some people that think she passed downstairs. Again, I mean, necessarily, does it matter where she passed? No, but it also would indicate involvement if she was taken out the back, because we see Chris going out the front. So then who took her out the back? So, I mean, I want to see what these people have to say.
Get back, slide right into bed next to her, and start having a conversation with her about having putting the house up for sale and talking about it, like actually proceeding with the separation. Okay. And obviously it gets pretty emotional, like we're talking about, like we felt the disconnection was there, like falling out of love and trying to stay together. Maybe just.
I hate that he says we. We didn't fall out of love. We didn't want to separate. We didn't want to sell the house. It was him. If you wanted to get a small house, okay, fine. I know a lot of people that have had big houses and downsized because, 1, financial issues. 2, the family moves out and it's just the 2 people, or the 2 parents, and it's time to downsize. It's completely fine. But murder is not the option.
For the kids' sake, but we're realizing that doing like our homework, it's not, most of the time that's not going to work. Yeah. And it gets pretty emotional because we have 2 beautiful kids and we have 1 on the way. So it's just a matter of like, it was very emotional. We were both crying, and at the end, we just said, she said she was going to take the kids to her friend's house today. She would be back. Okay. I was like, okay, it's fine.
Keep in mind that Chris was still innocent during this interview. What he is telling us is not reality, but his verbal perception of reality. There is no prepared statement here, no lawyer to help him. It is the free editing process he's in, meaning he will choose the words to add to the story. With that being said, where did his wife die? Let's continue.
And that's when I went downstairs, made my protein shake. It was 5 a.m. That's when I did that. Packed my lunchbox.
So at 5 a.m., he goes downstairs, Chris does. At 4:15, he slides into bed. Huh? So 5 a.m., he goes downstairs. At 4:15, he slides into bed next to her. He later said he was about a 15 to 20 minute talk, which it's changed because before he said it was like 30 to 45 minutes. The talk ended at the most 4:35, leaving a 25 gap of missing information before he goes downstairs at 5 a.m.
Oatmeal, chicken, filled my water jug up. 5:15, I went outside, backed my truck up, was loaded up, have my book bag, my lunchbox, computer, water jug, my big clear container. I put big clear containers in my truck so it's easy just to pull out, pull in, just depending on what I'm going to use. My O-ring kit, and I knew I was going to do some stuffing box rubbers that day.
Unnecessary information. He is slowing the pace of the statement with unnecessary information. Who else did that? Nichol Kessinger. The topic of Shanann is what he doesn't want to get to. It may be or useless information to us, but it is important to him.
So I got some various open wrenches from my toolbox. I know those will work better than the ones they would give me.
Okay.
5:30, that's when I went to work.
Okay.
And I hadn't heard from Shanann for about 2 hours there, so at 7:40 I texted her and asked her if she could tell me where the kids were if she took them anywhere.
Okay.
Nothing.
In this clip, Chris will now tell us what he thinks might have happened to his wife. Remember, he is innocent during this interview, though we know the outcome. You must listen as if it was the first time hearing this story to understand his way of thinking without bias or interpretation of what he is saying. Let his words guide you to the truth so that you get more out of the statement.
What do you think happened?
At first, I really thought maybe she was just at somebody's house, just decompressing.
Exploring our scene.
Yeah. But after today, like with the onslaught of all the cars, all the police cars, all the news, all the canine units, it's making me lean the other direction about someone took her.
Okay.
But it's just...
Someone took her. Someone, gender neutral, used to conceal the identity of the person. The repetition of someone makes the topic of her being taken sensitive. Because, needs to explain, he will tell us why he thinks she was taken before being asked. Another sensitive part in his statement.
If someone took her, it would have to have been someone she knew. Because there's no sign of anything like being disturbed, broken.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's the way I'm leaning now. At first I thought for real she was just decompressing somewhere. I thought she was safe. Mm-hmm. Even though everything in the house was like...
An innocent person would hold up to hope that their family members are safe, even with LE and the media around. He was easily persuaded to think in the negative about his family. Knowing what he did, he made it easy for him to accept the worst outcome and use it in his language to describe what he thought happened.
There. But now it's just after the day with the news crews and everything, it feels more the other direction, and it's freaking me out because I have no idea where they are.
Yes, you do.
In this next clip, after failing the polygraph, Chris is starting to be questioned on what happened to his wife and kids. There's some interesting parts in this clip, and I will point them out as it goes. My main purpose of this video is to find out what part of the house his wife was killed in. At this point, Chris is on the hot seat, and deception will enter his statement as he goes along. The interviewers are clearly aware.
So, it is completely clear that you were not honest during the testing, and I think you already know that. You did not pass the polygraph test.
Okay.
Okay. So now we need to talk about what actually happened. And I feel like you're probably ready to do that.
I didn't lie to you on that polygraph, I promise.
Chris,
I know stuff.
Chris already starts off by lying about the polygraph, which from here on we should be aware of the lies he will continue to tell. Remember, do not interpret, just listen. I see what there's...
it's time. Just stop for a minute. Take a deep breath. I want you to take a deep breath right now.
So can you start from the beginning and tell us what happened?
Everything that I've told you, I did not lie on this polygraph.
He had a chance to come clean at this point, but he chose to depend on his deception to get him through this interview.
I don't know how much I could tell you right now. Like, I did not.
It's
I
not
know.
even an option right now
I know.
because you did not pass the polygraph, so
I
I
know.
know you were being deceptive, so that's not even an issue right now. The issue right now is
She even said he was a terrible liar.
what happened to Shanann, Bella, and Celeste. That's the issue.
Where
right
are
now.
they?
Like, don't let this continue any longer, please.
I'm not trying to make anything continue. Like, I want them back home, like.
You know
But you know they're not coming back home. You know that.
I don't know in the back of my head. I hope they come back home.
But you know they're not.
I hope they come back.
To hope is to want something to happen or be true. You know who else said hope? Since he knows the truth, hope weakens his answer, and the repetition of hope makes his family return sensitive to him. Oh, I hope they come back. I that's all I'm holding on to is hope. That's what he thinks he was sounding like. Why would it be sensitive? Because they are already deceased. He's trying to dampen the blow.
Home.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know they're not coming back home.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
We're confused as to
They're not coming back home. I hope they come back home.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know they're not coming back home.
we're confused as
This
to
is
why
supposed to
you're not
be-
taking care of your beautiful children
I'm not taking care of them right now.
right now. Where are they?
I don't know where they're at.
I don't know shows a lack of knowledge on a subject. It doesn't mean the person's using this word as lying. Since Chris knows where they are at, he is being deceptive when using this word or phrase, and that the repetition also makes it more sensitive.
Honestly, I do not know where they are at.
Good cop, bad cop. That's pretty much what
If I could have my babies back home right now, I would.
If
I want them back.
conditional. Under what condition could Chris have them back? Only if they were still alive. Would future conditional, God honest truth, he's lying to God, is confused or used to conceive us that what he is saying is the truth. And I'm seeing a lot of this wordage being the vocabulary that Nichol Kessinger exactly used to her butt buddy.
I want everybody back.
No, you don't.
That is the God's honest truth.
Let's jump ahead to when Chris talks about when he saw his wife
Like
killing
dog
Celeste.
brew.
In his accounts, this will be the first time his wife has movement somewhere else other than their bed. What is she doing? She is killing her kids. It is in this clip that I bring up the question of where did his wife die? In his story, she will now be killed twice. But which account is true? Let's continue.
I hate that they rub him, like consoling him.
I went upstairs and I was going to talk to her again. I saw on the monitor. Bella's covers were like pulled off and she was just laying there.
Go back. Now I gotta put it on closed caption because I can't hear what he's mumbling.
Covers were like pulled off and she was just laying there. She was just hot. So I go over to Cece. She was in there with her. On top of her. Choking her. Freaked out. I ran in there and got on top of her.
Chris says he saw Shanann on top of Ceces and ran in there and got on top of Shanann. After a short period of the filler words, he will confess to what he did to her in Ceces' room.
you do?
Blue.
Come on.
Those are my babies.
Were.
Those are my kids.
What happened?
Nothing there.
Chris just confessed to killing Shanann in Ceces' room, but the whole time he said he killed her in the bed during the emotional conversation. She has now died twice in his story, and in 2 different locations. If this is actually truth, then why say he killed her in the bed the first time when he killed her in Ceces' room? His truth is not coming from memory. He is making this up as he goes. Like like NK's doing. You mother trucker.
Who, Shanann?
Truckers.
Where were you at?
Right there.
He's not remembering his lies.
Right back in our bed. Shanann.
And you were bed?
After Shanann's death, Chris tells us that he placed her back into bed, or in bed in their room, the first location of her first death. Where did this emotional conversation come from? If he were to say that she murdered the kids, then there was no emotional conversation that happened. What happened at 4:15 from him to mention that time?
What happened next?
I don't know what to do. I have no idea what to do. I'm shaking. Like, both my kids are blue and they're gone. I'm just like blind, just, I'm not that person, like, I'm just like, she hurt my kids. Like, I had to do the same thing.
And he also doesn't know how they died because at first he said strangle when they were smothered.
It hurt.
What happened after she was in her bed?
And there,
So at this point, if Shanann was apparently the murderer, Ceces would have already been deceased, which we've already seen on the Nate's camera footage that you see him carrying out a child and also or picking up a child.
didn't know what to do. It was,
Such a bad liar.
she's back and covered her up.
You rolled her up.
2 locations and 2 deaths for the same person are mentioned in this video.
That's interesting.
The threat of not seeing his kids caused her first death, and the second cause of death was his wife killing the kids. Sadly, his kids as well suffered more than one death in his story. In all his interviews, there is a missing piece to the puzzle that you can take and connect to other pieces.
Missing piece.
Thanks for watching, and hit the subscribe button.
Alrighty, let's go to the next one. Alright, so that first part, that was definitely a little eye-opening to catch that lie. The deception right there. The deceptive indicated. I see what you did there. But with Chris saying that information and how Nichol was doing the exact same thing as though they rehearsed it, it's just even more of a huge red flag.
That maybe someone complained about that I hadn't seen before.
Okay, what did that say? Sorry. Oh, there's more to this. Oops. Okay. So was NK or her truck at the Watts house at any time during the day of the killings? Let's find out. Throw what you may think you know out the window and let's start over. Let's start fresh. Also, let the statement guide you. So don't remember anything that we already know. Throw it out. Is it getting there? Okay. This is the truck in question. Was it seen at the house that morning or during the day? Let's find out. I don't want to say it yet because I know things. So let's check.
There was a truck out here yesterday.
Guide you on this journey to the truth. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, was NK there that morning or during the day? Let's find out.
In fact, that's why I thought you were here yesterday. Maybe someone complained about that I hadn't seen before.
What type of truck?
It was kind of almost a steel gray.
Okay.
Don't ask me to make
Okay.
year. But that was late afternoon. The dad has a great big
Again, that was late afternoon when she saw the gray steel colored truck.
truck, and it's gray. But this one was smaller.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, his truck and this one is almost the same in length. She says that the truck she saw was smaller, which means it is smaller than both trucks. Can't be NK's since it is also a quad cab like Chris's. So who is it? I mean, you could take off a topper pretty easily. Maybe they took it off and then put it back on. So it's like changing your clothes. Oh, I did this murder in black clothes, but let me go over here and put on a white or gray sweatshirt with a baseball cap. Oh, new person. Silver truck, take off the topper, mysterious truck, and then come back and put the topper on, and now it's a different truck. Pretty much.
This one was smaller. But I hadn't seen it before, so
Any markings or stickers or anything that would be weird? You wouldn't by chance remember if the plate was green or red or...
No, I kind of
And I've already proved that that truck belongs to Nichol. I've already proved it.
I don't pay any attention because I believe he owns his own business or something because he always has a truck parked there, so kind of...
I gotcha.
I just kind of noticed it wasn't the normal truck.
Was it...
What she says here is extremely important to pay attention to. Only a conspiracy nut will ignore this part of the cut this part out of their narrative. Not me, so listen well.
dirty by any means?
No, it wasn't. And it couldn't have been that old.
Okay. How long was the truck sitting there?
Let what she said sink in for a minute. The truck was not dirty, is what she said. This is Nichol Kessinger's truck. Not mentioned by the lady, not convinced. We will bring this up again later. I was going to say, don't you say that it wasn't dirty. Or this is dirty and that wasn't
yesterday morning.
This mysterious truck was seen 3 different times by this lady during the day. But neighbor Nate has no video of it coming or going. But Nichol could have drove in a line that would have possibly not been picked up on Nate's camera. He said in that one video, not every car gets picked up.
Around 5:15 a.m. because I go to the gym then.
Okay.
It was still there when I got back at 6:45, and then it was there around, I think, noontime.
Okay.
And the reason I mention it is it was gone by the time you guys left yesterday.
Okay. Well, did you see the police in the area while that truck was still here?
See, I can't see it from my house.
She may not be able to see the truck from her house, but Nate's camera should be able to, since it is pointing that way. No footage on that either. But again, like I said before,
Gotcha.
So, it could have been gone by then.
so far you have seen a picture of Nate or NK's truck. And you also have heard the lady say that the truck was not dirty and it was a small truck. This does not place NK or the truck at the scene that day. Still not convinced? Let's keep moving forward with the lady and her statement. So I'm guessing this person thinks that NK wasn't there. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. But again, there's things called car washes. You can take off the top and...
Now, I saw his truck leave yesterday. Maybe it was this morning. I was leaving for the gym. His truck had the lights on, which is unusual for that morning. 5:15 in the morning. Only fools like me are up.
So you don't usually see him leave at that time of day? Oh, was that the gray truck, or what truck was that?
That was his regular truck. It's a pretty big truck. Maybe, what could I compare it to? An F-250, 350.
It's pretty good.
Big ones, yeah.
And that steel truck, is that like a pickup or a...
Pickup.
Pickup truck?
Yeah.
Does that have a camper or anything? Camper shell or anything on the back of it? Would you say it's bigger than that truck?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Did it have 2 or 4 doors steam motor?
No, I don't. I never paid much attention. I'm gonna stop paying attention.
It seems like they know about NK's truck and they're trying to tie her into it or just see if people are trying to point towards that way.
This is scary.
What is scary is that so far NK cannot be linked to being there or her truck that day. How can that be? So many YouTubers are certain she was there. Let's continue. Oh, I can tell you that she was there. All the fingers point towards it.
That'll
To be
work.
honest,
And so, was it yesterday morning, Monday morning, that you went to the gym?
I go every day.
Okay, so then, if you can remember yesterday morning going out,
Listen closely to what she says about this truck that she saw that morning. It is very important info regarding NK being there.
was there...
That's when I noticed the little truck.
Okay, and where was it? Was it in the driveway or on the street?
No, it was on the street. It was between the two houses, right about in front of my tree.
Parked.
He said it's a little truck or the...
It's a smaller truck than what's normally there.
Okay, like that size or smaller?
No, maybe that size.
Maybe that size? Okay.
No camper.
And that...
Did you catch that? Some channels will leave that major detail out of the information that they're giving. She said no camper, but you can take the camper off. So what does that mean? It means NK's truck cannot be placed at the scene of the crime. En contraire, mon chéri, I bet I can.
Was the gray one?
Yeah.
And you think his normal truck's like the 2500
Yeah,
or
it's a
3500?
bigger truck.
But both gray?
Yeah, but different shades of gray.
Okay. The other
Remember
little...
the truck that she said she saw was not dirty. There's car washes. And it had no camper in the back. You can take them off. This truck was not there that morning, period. That leaves to ask, what truck did she see then? This one?
Or one, was it darker or lighter?
I believe it was lighter.
Okay.
It's more like a steel gray, right?
Yeah. And the other one's
But
darker.
remember, she's looking in the dark. She got up around 4, what did she say, 4:50 or 4:30 to 5 o'clock. Only fools like her, she said.
Maybe a hint of green in the gray.
Again, still no link to NK or her truck being there that morning. What you heard is the lady's own words about what she saw, not mine. Let's go back to the morning when she saw his lights on. Now, she said that she saw his lights on before she went to the gym, right? Let's find out together. Let's do it. Okay. So here's his lights are on. At the top, you can see his lights on as he is walking to his truck. Keep in mind, the lady is already in her car at this point, which her car is pointed the opposite way. That is why she said she saw his back lights. Her words, not mine. Please, or pause this a few times if you have to. We will be here for a while. Okay, lights are on. Lights are on. Lights are still on. Now they're off. Now they're on. Something moved in front of the truck again. Oh, and there comes the car. Now you can see the lady pull out to the gym and Chris moving forward with his truck. Notice there are no other trucks to be seen in this clip, only Nate's and Chris's. But she could have parked up there as like, okay, so if you drive by me, drive right behind me, pull out, or she could be up here, right up there in that one middle street far up, or she's in the back. Here I started the clip with Chris's loading his truck with the red gas can. Only for the surrounding view of the street do you see NK's truck. Wait, what? Only for the surrounding view of the street do you see NK's truck or any truck besides Nate and Chris's? It's like playing Where's Waldo? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, please look around to see if there are any other trucks besides the ones you see here, or the one the lady described. But if that, here, where's my, okay, I need to get my arrow out. That is my arrow. There it is. Boop. Okay, it's a little big. Hold on. That's what she said. Whoops. Okay. So if NK came down this straight up here from the top left and curved around through here, I don't think we would have seen her through here. But maybe she was parked up here, or she was parked up here and out of the way of Chris's truck, or this area, or she was driving to check up on Chris and so forth, but went to the back. Again, all theories, non-factual. We can't say for certainty, but let me know what your thoughts. Do you believe this person, or do you believe the narrative of other YouTubers, including myself? And for the longest time, I did not know that sign, the for sale sign. I'm such a, like this one right here. I didn't even know the house was for sale by then. Wow. And here I thought I could look at everything and see it. It was said in a video that NK was parked at the back of Nate's truck. And I'm letting you know this too, is this video came out 6 years ago. So I want to make that very important that they're not talking about me. Because some people are like, oh, there's Wokey, they're talking about you. But the video came out like 3 to 4 years ago. So I wasn't around at that time. On the phone during the time of, wait, hold on. In a video that NK was parked at the back of Nate's truck, there's nothing. On the phone during the time of Chris loading up his family, do you see a truck or her in this clip? No. Because they know the camera's there. That's why Chris parked the car all the way in the garage. Or almost in the garage. Like, just the tip. Here is that photo that is floating around saying that it is NK and her truck that morning again. Do you see her on that truck in this clip? I'm kind of interested to see what this looks like. At this point, I have shown you evidence that NK was not there that morning. Her truck was not there as well. She is not seen anywhere in this clip. She's in the back. She's in the back because she likes it in the back. That was inappropriate. I'm sorry. Let's move ahead to when she is loading up his family. Oh, did I say he or she? We don't need to see this. We've seen this already. Oh, I'll just leave it here. Clip's only 15 minutes long. We're halfway through already. We've always thought that NK was in the back. But her truck was seen in that area. Here he is loading up the family. Do you see NK or her truck anywhere? Why would a person give fabricated information? How about YouTube views and subscribers? Oh, how about YouTube views and subscribers, for instance? Any proof of NK or her truck being here that you have seen yet? Oh, but the back shoe theory. The what? We will get to that next. The black shoes or the boots? That was just a quick clip to see the shadow and the camera distorted what you see as boots. They are white shoes. So let's see the proof that it was not NK, but him. This is the biggest discrepancy is that some people are on this side and some people are on the other side. Here I will touch on the boots and NK theory. He has come out of the house and will soon put the red gas can in the back. Pay close attention to the shoes. Okay. We're watching. It's like watching paint dry. Okay, so white shoes. White shoes. Gas can. He had had white shoes on from the beginning, and it wasn't NK leaving the garage too. He still had crap. I didn't read that fast. He still has the white shoes on now, but will it change? Let's find out. I'm replaying the gas can clip with longer time so you can see when he changes from white shoes to the black work boots within the same time period. Okay, puts the gas can in on that side. This no sound is killing me. While you are waiting for the shoe change, do you see any signs of NK, her truck in the sight? I didn't think so. Because it could be in the back. I said could be. The only people that know is God and Chris himself, and possibly NK. It's like watching paint dry. And the bad thing is too is people can cut, edit. Doesn't it look like somebody's standing here? Like off to the side here? I don't know. Does that look like somebody standing there? I don't know. Oh my gosh, this is taking forever. See, there's movement up here and everything, and nothing. See, I didn't even see him walk out. Here comes the change of white shoes to his black shoes. Side note, he keeps them on the whole time after he comes out from the work doing the deed. Pause a few times to be able to clearly see that the black shoes, someone looped this clip. That is why you see him twice within seconds. Here is the last shoes of his black work boots that he has on. The distance and pixels make them seem longer than they are. They are the same ones. Man, this is he has on from the last clip. With it being so pulled like this, the words are hard to say. Plus, it probably doesn't help that I'm tired. This will be the last clip on the shoe theory. It is when he comes home with the same black shoes on. He never changed them. The clip is next. NK was not there that morning. Neither was her truck, according to the lady's statement. So, we see these boots, apparently. Let's take a look at these boots. This will be a quick, just wanted to show that he has the same black shoes on when he left. Pause if you have to. But the boots that were on in that image seem like they look like Ugg boots. You know? Yeah, that is a fast clip of his shoes, huh? I will still shot. Maybe it will show better. There wasn't too many close-ups on his feet, but then you can see that they are the same ones he had on when he left. That concludes my case of NK and her truck not being at the scene the morning. This picture is not NK, and it wasn't in the morning that this picture was captured. Who is it then? Is it Nichol? And that truck is Chris's truck? What proof? Okay, I knew you would. Or want proof? Okay, I knew you would. The middle square is Nichol outside of Nate's house after watching the footage with them in the house. Huh? Notice the day and the date he is viewing. Also notice the truck of the top left of the middle photo. Today at 8:13, but at what time? The person you see here is Nichol, not NK. The truck you see belongs to Chris. She is on the phone standing near his truck. That is not NK's truck or NK herself. There you have it. NK wasn't there that morning. I gave all the evidence to prove it. No trick photos, no blurry vision, no shadow talk, etc. Plain facts that shows he acted alone. So with that video right here, I mean, the first video was fantastic. I definitely do enjoy the thought. But again, we can agree to disagree and still be normal and civil. What is your thoughts? Was she there that morning or was she not? I would love to see your expertise, your insight, and your opinions down below. Again, thank you guys for being here. Please take care, be safe. As always, keep nerding on, and we will see you guys in the next video.